This is the most important thing you can do to make all of your recipes, your old favorites and the new ones you want to try, come out the best they can. And it's spices and herbs, the KISS method 101. And I am a cooking teacher, and the hundreds of classes I taught with thousands of students, I would ask them, and every class, how many of you think you have the oldest spice in the class? At least 8 hands would go up. And they would say things, they would love that question. Oh, I have spices inherited from my grandmother. But the reality is that, as we know, spices and herbs, they do lose their flavor and their potency. But apparently nobody wants to talk about this. I took over 50 classes from chefs, and people would ask, you're asking, why would you do that, Deanna? You know how to cook. Well, classes can be fun, and I wanted to see how they taught. And not one time in those classes did a chef in any way mention the freshness of spices or herbs. So what you're going to do is you're going to be safe. And so also, if you look online or if you look in the books, what you find is very not definitive. People will not pin it down if they talk about it at all. So this is the rule of thumb, 1 year. You're in the safe zone at 1 year if you update all your spices. And how can you afford to do that? Well, I'm going to recommend bulk spices, and I'm going to talk about where you can find those. First of all, I save my spice jars. So this one happens to be from the year 2020, so I can't cook with it anymore. So I bought some new spice, and what I'm going to do is, as I'm doing right now, is I dump it into the trash, the old spice. Yes, even if it's this full. And I add the new spice carefully over the sink so it doesn't get all over. And then on the bottom, I scratch off the old date. It'll come off with water, and your permanent marker is your friend. And I put the new date on it, blah, blah. And then I know. So then every time I cook anything, I go to my cupboard and I get out the spices I'm going to use for that recipe to see, And then the first thing I do is, how old is that spice? Because I may not have cooked with it for a very long time. And if I have to update it when I run to the store to get the chicken for the recipe, then I do that as well. But let's talk about the expense of spices. You're not running a restaurant. You're not checking the box saying, we need cumin. You and I are cooking at home. And so not all stores have the bulk spices, which I've had such good luck with. Where can you find them? They tend to be at the stores that are expensive, or stores that are for health, and so they sell vitamins, like this bag. And like a bag like that at a health store, sometimes about $2 or $3. And I'm going to continue this on the next video. This is Deanna Olson, Get Real in the Kitchen, and live from Denver. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.